Hi engineering students, this is Miss Lynn and I wanted to give you a little recording to watch while I am out for Keystone testings May 13th and May 15th. So we will not be having class May 13th and 15th, and you have just this one recording to watch for next week. So for that time frame rather. So we are going to be getting started in Unit 10, and Unit 10 is all about creating a working set of drawings. You're gonna put together a complete set that a manufacturer or someone can use to build the product, the item that is in the drawings. So I just have a couple of slides to review with you, and then I'll show you where to go and our course content. So again, this is Unit 10, and we're going to look at the 3 parts to a working drawing, and then you're going to get started creating a set of working drawings. So working drawings, it's really just a group of final drawings that are used to turn a design into reality. And there's 3 components to them. There's the detail drawing, the assembly drawing, and the bill of materials. So here's an example. A set of working drawings is a group of final drawings that are used to turn that design into reality. So remember, it has 3 components, right? The assembly drawing, the detail drawing, and the bill of materials. So here we have an assembly view, and it's called an exploded assembly view because it shows you how the parts are going to be put together when it's assembled. The detail drawing describes each part of a design. And you can see we have our dimensions on this design here that we learned how to create, how to dimension drawings in our last unit. The assembly drawings show how the parts fit together into one object. So we have the body of the airplane here is labeled as item number 1, and then the wing of the airplane is labeled number 2. So we have 2 parts here that are put together to form the one object, the airplane. Assembly drawings can include sectional views, pictorial views, or other types that show how the parts fit together. And then we also have exploded isometrics that are going to show you how to assemble those parts. So here we can see the finished product of this table here, and the exploded view shows you how all of those pieces go together. So if you've ever put together a table or a bookshelf or something that you bought, you see these a lot of times in the manual or the instructions that come with it. You can also have sub-assembly drawings. So if you have a really complicated design that may require many assembly drawings, these sub-assembly drawings show how to assemble larger parts from smaller parts. So here in this example, we have the finished bicycle, but then we have this exploded assembly here of the wheel, the front tire to the bicycle. So that would be a sub-assembly drawing. And the third component of that working drawing is going to be a bill of materials, and it's going to list each part. So here's the numbers of the parts here and important information about it. So for example, in this airplane, everything's made out of balsa wood. There's 1 body part, 1 front wing, 1 rear wing, and 1 nose in this example. When you go to create the section, this table here for your bill of materials, when you go through your course content and you start setting that up, you're going to use a new line that we haven't used before. It's this user-defined line, and when you click on the line type, it's at the very bottom. It has question marks on either side, and you're going to specify 0.032 right here, and that will set up a line that's bigger than the visible line, but not as big as the not as thick as the table or the border, I guess, to the drawing is how we would call that. Also, in our drawings, we always use uppercase letters, so everything is in all caps. Everything's going to be in all caps. So what I want you to do now is I want you to go to 10.2 in your course content. Hopefully you've already read 10.1. So you're going to go through 10.2 and you're going to create a new blank drawing called detail_wing. So you're going to set up a new blank drawing and you're going to save it in your Project 9 folder as detail_wing. And this is going to be the drawing that we start with for our working set of drawings. And all you're going to do is set up this information, your title block, at the bottom of the page. So you're going to use that user-defined line to set up this table here, basically, where the text is going to go. And then you're going to add the text, okay? So this is the first thing you're going to do with Detail Wing. You want to go through these steps and make sure it's finished before you save it and move on. You want to make sure that your title block for the detailed drawing matches this example here. And this example is also in the course content, so you can see it there. When you're done making changes, you're going to select File and Save, and then make sure that you save it as detailwing1.cad. And then we're going to come back to this drawing later in the unit. Once you've read through the first part of 10.2, it's going to have you open an existing file, Detail Body. So you're going to open up Detail Body and you're going to fill out another title block. So this part of the drawing is already completed and dimensioned for you. You're going to fill out another title block here at the bottom. Remember, you're going to use that user-defined line. And make sure, this is important here, make sure that Snap to Grid is turned off. Have it say Snap to None. I wish I could write that on there where you could read it, but you want to make sure that Snap to None is specified so that you can get your text in the right spot. And again, don't forget, we're using all caps. When you're done with Detail Body, it's going to look like this example here. You're going to have added all of this text, this information at the bottom of the drawing, and then save it as Detail Body. So those are the first two drawings for Unit 10. When we come back after Keystone testing, we will take a look at assembly next time, okay? So just make sure that you read through 10.2 and you work on Detail Wing. When you get to 10.3, it's going to have you open up Detail Body again and add some more steps to it, okay? And then we will do assembly when we come back from Keystone testings the following Monday. Okay, so all of this is in our course content. You're really going to have to do a lot of this on your own. You're going to have to go through and read through Unit 10. There's some introduction information in 10.01 to explain to you how the working drawings are set up. Then you're going to use 10.02 to draw a title block on a new file. And then you're going to open up an existing file, add a title block to it, and then go back to that first file in 10.03 and you're going to draw the actual airplane. You're going to draw the body, the front view, and the top view, okay? step by step, it shows you here in the drawings in the course content, how to do the drawings. When we come back from Keystone testing, we will take a look at what you've done, and we will work on 10.04 with the assembly drawing and the bill of materials that will go on that page. So if you guys have questions, just send me an email. I will try and check my email every day that I'm out for Keystone testing. And I hope you have a great week. Please work on this while we're out so we can get things finished, because we don't have a lot of class time together before the end of the school year. Again, send me an email if you have questions. I will see you when I am back from Keystone testing.